In The Family Chantel Season 5, Pedro Jimeno moved out of his home with Chantel Everett and is now enjoying his solo life while working in Norcross, Georgia. He was excited about starting his married life in 2016 with Chantel. He arrived in Georgia from the Dominican Republic and married her. Unfortunately, Pedro's feelings changed because of his in-laws' constant scrutiny and interference in his relationship. He started to regret marrying Chantel and dealing with constant drama. Pedro stayed with Chantel for nearly 6 years. However, he couldn't take it anymore and eventually asked her for a divorce. Pedro surprised Chantel and her family with his request for divorce. As expected, they accused him of being a scammer, and Chantel drained their shared bank account. Pedro and Chantel legally fought with each other for several months during their divorce before they came to a resolution. Pedro received a portion of his money before the divorce was finalized. In the following months, Pedro and Chantel moved on with their lives. Pedro focused on his job as a real estate agent, while Chantel continued to be on reality TV and appeared on 90 Day. The single life. Pedro broke up with Chantel shortly after they purchased a home together. However, most clues suggest that he didn't deceive her into buying it and had planned to divorce her in advance. Pedro and Chantel bought their house in TLC's The Family Chantel Season 4, Episode 1. They seemed excited to be in their own place and eager to celebrate upcoming milestones in their new home. The couple affectionately referred to their new home as their little nest. They seemed very happy and did all the chores together, whether it was cleaning the backyard or gardening. Pedro and Chantel were on the same page when they purchased their property. However, things changed when Pedro began focusing on his job, causing Chantel to enter panic mode. She began to push Pedro to communicate with her and even visited her mother-in-law to air her grievances. Chantel accused her husband of cheating on her and involved her family in the situation. Over time, Pedro became weary of Chantel's continuous complaints, extravagant trips, and lack of enthusiasm for her work. He eventually fell out of love with her and asked for a divorce. The former couple briefly discussed the sale before putting the house on the market. Pedro contacted Chantel and suggested that they could save money if he handled the sale. He believed she'd agree and want to share the profit. However, Chantel declined Pedro's proposal. She explained, "Well, I don't trust you to split the money with me when you get the commission, and I also don't trust you to do it in a legal way." According to In Touch, the former couple received $417,000 and in March for their 5-bedroom, 3.5-bathroom property. It was reported that Pedro and Chantel divided the profits equally. However, the Everett family didn't want Pedro to receive his fair share in the house resale. While Pedro may have recouped most of his money, he also lost some significant items during the divorce. In one of the episodes, Pedro asked Chantel for his favorite possession, a game chair, and she responded with a smile that it was gone. Pedro has been working as a real estate agent at the LD Realty Group. His company's official website displays his current license ID and office address. According to the About page, Pedro can be contacted at Steve Reynolds BLVD in Norcross, Georgia. His office address is a mere 42 minutes away from his old house in Georgia. Chantel's new location is also not too far away from Pedro. She stays in Sandy Springs, only 20 minutes away from Pedro's office. It must be awkward for the Family Chantel couple to be living so close to each other.